I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Welcome to Based on a True Story, Volume 6, Tales of the Underworld, where true crime collides with the furry, funny, and fierce world of the Dust Bunny Mafia. This brand new 32-page comic reimagines real mafia legends, Mad Dog Cole, John Gotti, and more, through the eyes of our animal mobsters. Think The Godfather meets Looney Tunes, packed with action, humor, and full-color storytelling.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
I don't know. I think someday I'm going to need an intro for every show I do, because I just come out here and go, hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to What's Your Issue? It's presented by the Madness Comic Network, hosted by me, Pops Van Zandt. Today we have a guest that I just met 3 minutes ago. First time, we're going to talk about what he does. We're going to get to know him a little bit, and hopefully y'all enjoyed what he does and you'll want to check it out. That's basically why we're here, to get people seen. So everybody take a look at Mr. Anthony Esper. What's up?
Hey, Pops. Thanks for having me on. Good to meet you.
Hey, welcome to the madness, man. I hope we served you well.
Thank you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. We already have a bunch of people watching, so go ahead and let people know who you are and where'd you come from, because this is the first time I've seen you.
Cool. Definitely I will. Well, nice to meet everyone. My name is Anthony Esper. As you see, I live here in a small town called Canfield, Ohio. I live in Ohio, and I am a first-time comic book writer, and I just launched my first project titled A Matter of Time, issue 1 of the start of a grand sci-fi epic, and it is illustrated by artist Dexter Wee, who has done a number of books in the past. His most notable work is a book called The Fuhrer and the Tramp, and together we collaborated on this project, and we have just launched issue 1 of A Matter of Time on Kickstarter. So
You did. All right. I was asked, I need that link. I like to put that link in the chat so people can go check it out. I have the PDF stuff you sent me, but I'd much rather show people the campaign itself.
Of course. Let me pull that up for you.
Yeah, drop that in the private chat if you would, and then I could.
Of course, I'll do that right now.
Morning, Kaz. What's up? Good morning, Acres of Movies. Looking forward to hearing about your story. That's why we're here. I can show everybody a little look at this real quick, though. A little look-see at the PDF information that you sent me. This cover. Who did this cover?
That is Dexter Wee's art, and the color is done by colorist named Steve Cannon, and the lettering is done by DC Hopkins. And these two guys have worked at a number of publishers, Image Comics, Oni Press.
So we got an overview of the series and your pitch line. We'll save that and let you do that yourself.
Perfect.
We got some of the characters. Okay.
So this is the main character. His name is Zorik West, as you see, and he is the protagonist. And the first issue follows him and his journey. If you want to access the link, I sent you it.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Gee, you already got 26 backers. You're already funded. That's wonderful.
Yes, sir. We don't mess around.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier on everybody, doesn't it?
It sure does, yeah.
You just get to promote now. You don't even have to work at it. You just go, hey, go check it out. We're live. Yeah. All right, let me get this thing pulled up, and we will take a good close look at the campaign. StreamYard, work with me, will you? I'm sitting here right now, and I'm actually waiting for a new computer to arrive because mine has been very temperamental lately. As in, like the other day, it did a hard crash and said, no hard drive detected. So we've been babying it, only having as few tabs open or using as little resources possible till the new
right. Nice.
But here you go. Matter of Time, issue 1, the start of a sci-fi epic. Do you want me to play the trailer? Is there setup?
Sure. I think that'd be great for the audience, give them an idea of what it's about.
Yeah, is there setup for this, or you just want me to run it?
You just run it. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
What if we finally unlocked the secrets of the multiverse,
Wrong one.
only to discover that we found something we were never truly meant to find? Hey, I'm Anthony Esper, and for the past 2 years, I've been crafting this incredible story. I grew up loving comics, but I always felt that there was something missing from stories. Stories about depth, consequences, and real emotional stakes. That's why I created A Matter of Time, a serious, high-stakes, character-driven story that follows Zorik West, multi-millionaire who has dedicated his entire life to one single mission, venturing into the unknown depths of a black hole. As the world watches his historic space launch, the unthinkable happens mid-mission, and he is faced with a harrowing truth. There is no way back. A Matter of Time isn't just your everyday sci-fi comic. It's a story about ambition, purpose, and what it means to truly live. If you like stories like Interstellar, Stanley Kubrick's A Space Odyssey, or The Twilight Zone, this story is for you. We've been developing this story for the past 2 years, and I've teamed up with incredible artist Dexter Wee, who has worked on The Fuhrer and the Tramp and other incredible projects. We're launching this comic through Kickstarter, which means that we need your help to complete it, to finish final pages, get professional grade coloring and lettering, and send it off to print. By backing this campaign, you'll get exclusive rewards, limited edition covers, signed copies, and even your name in the credits. I believe in this story, and I know that sci-fi fans like yourself will too. So together, let's make this happen. Click the button, back the project, and together, let's bring A Matter of Time to life. Thank you guys for your support. And together, let's do this.
That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's
Yes, thank you. Take a look at that art. That's all Dexter, man.
dude, it looks really good. I hope we get a chance to push this out there. Everybody, I dropped the link in the chat. Do me a favor and do what you wonderful people always do. Share these links out. Share out the link to the stream so people can meet Anthony. Share out the link to his campaign so they have a chance to look and see what he's offering. That is why we're here. And you guys know I appreciate when you share the love. So drop these links on all your socials. Tell your friends. Give this guy a chance to take off. Man.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do it.
This looks really good.
Thank you. Yes, very professional, very professionally done.
Dexter Wee. We're going to have to look this guy up. Now, I've heard of DC Hopkins and I've heard of Steve Cannon, but Dexter was new. I had not heard
Yes.
of him.
Dexter, yes. He's been around for a while. He's done a lot of great work and he's done a lot of great books, and he's definitely on Instagram, and so you can go follow him and go check out his art.
In a world where technological marvels and interstellar exploration have become the norm, yeah, that's the era I was supposed to be born in.
Yeah.
I do not exaggerate at all. It should have either been like the Old West or medieval. I was born in the wrong era. There's just nothing going on.
No,
To get involved, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
It's like, no, man, you can't fly spaceships.
No, you strike me as a old Western kind of guy.
Well, see, that's also, it's like the Old West, medieval times, times when men challenged men on an equal footing, and you either stood up or you didn't. But like, I look to the future, like, you perceive the future of space as Star Wars or Star Trek, and we're going to run into other civilizations, and there's going to be interstellar war and blah, 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 blah. Maybe you're just like a dude going to work on a different planet today.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe it's just norm, right? But it's interstellar traffic instead of, international traffic, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know when it comes to the future, but we can look at the past. We can look at the past and go, yeah, man, I would have thrived in that arena, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what this is, man. Like, this is, we're seeing a lot of technological advancement. We're seeing a bunch of, just advancements. And this takes place in a world where that's already in fruition. But the question is what comes next? What comes next after? What is the consequence of all that? What is the consequence of, unchecked ambition? And that is the question that the main character Zorik has to wrestle with. And I'm very excited because the end of the first issue ends on a massive hook and a massive high stakes ending that almost forces the reader to have to pick up issue 2, which is going to come out, very soon here. But yeah,
that's the job of the writer, though. Look, the first page, you got to reach out and you got to, as Mike Barron would say, grab them by the throat.
That's true. Yeah.
You got to get them to turn that first page, right? You got to get them right. And then that last page has to be the one where they're like, damn it, now I got to wait. Because if you get that to come out of them, then they're not that excited for it. You know, it's like, I actually have a comic series of a friend of mine that's in the 6th issue right now. I quit reading it at 2 so I could get the whole first arc and read it all at once.
Yeah. Because
of that very thing. I gotta wait, damn it. Well, if I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait for the whole freaking story arc.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go through this every 2 months. Oh, now I gotta wait again. You know, it's like
What is the series called?
Those 4 weeks between issues went by really fast when I was young. Okay, you know, I mean, going, not only that, but when you went to a spinner rack, you always found a different title to check out, even if what you were waiting for hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
You know, the new Spider-Man wasn't there. There was a Fantastic Four that looked awesome. You left the spinner rack happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, you know, you're not doing your job as a writer if you're not, you know, engaging your audience, and I think that's a perfect way to do it. So
I like the little teeny starship flying out of. Is this a planet exploding or?
No, that's actually a black hole. That's a black hole. So that's a perfect opportunity for me to, I guess, go through the overview of the plot of issue 1, so that people know what it's about. So you know, you guys can go get your copy. So issue 1 actually, it follows Zork West, and he has this vision to basically achieve interstellar travel, to travel from our universe to another universe, but through a black hole. And so he, you know, the first issue is him gathering his team, navigating media frenzy, trying to, you know, say his last goodbyes. And him and his 3 members of his crew, they launch into space and they go to the black hole. And as they're in the black hole, something completely unexpected happens. And Zork gets stranded in an alternate past reality and no way of getting home. And that really sets the stage for the remaining 4 issues of the first arc. And so
I got a question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Are those quotes yours?
They are. I thought about that. Yeah.
No, that second one is so true to where we're going. Technology has conquered everything except the human need for purpose. And the more technology grows, the less people have a purpose. Okay, so I mean, you have to read that with the tone that it's set in. It's a warning, people.
It is.
It's a warning.
That's the question that the main character wrestles with, you know? And that's the whole thing. You know, what is his purpose? What is my purpose? Why am I doing this? And he thinks he knows the reason why he's doing it, but as it goes on, you know, it's just, you know, that's not accurate, you know.
Yeah, that's it's so, like you say, it's like one of the things that artists and people are wrestling with right now with AI is it takes more and more of our brain power away.
Yeah.
If you're gonna let ChatGPT decide how to write your story, it's kind of not your story anymore.
No, it's not. I mean,
you can't allow the technology to overcome the creativity.
Yeah, I mean, these are all great, useful tools that have been given to us to use, but they don't replace. They just facilitate and help. So this is actually my favorite cover. That's done by an artist, a variant cover done by Frank Uzon. Yeah,
we know
Frank. Yeah,
I've been following Frank since I first started doing this. He was in one of the first Facebook groups that I joined, and you know, was sharing his stuff. And way back.
Yeah, wow. Look at
Yeah,
that, man.
I probably have some Frank art stashed in this computer somewhere. Find it, but I probably have some. And I have files that go back for 7 years. People just send me art. Check this out, Pops. This is going to be on my new campaign. And of course, I can't show it to anybody because it hasn't been released yet, right? So people just send me stuff and they're like, don't show anybody this, Pops, but check this out. I have a huge file like that. I'm pretty sure I have some Frank stuff in that file.
I'm sure, yeah. Well, that's the variant cover, and that's part of the rewards too.
Dude, yeah, that's right. He did Warline. That's right. Yeah. I got a Warline bookmark around here somewhere that's been in my book that I'm reading.
Nice.
Okay, who did this original sketch? Is this?
Yeah, this is all Dexter. Yeah, this is Dexter's work. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he was laying out some concept designs early, and obviously you were biting because that looks good, man.
Oh yeah, he did a fantastic job. Yeah.
Who's this strapping young lad? Hey man, look, it's hard. It's hard to pick for your bio, right? You have a million pics that people have taken of you over the years and stuff, and it's like, how do you pick a biopic that doesn't look cheesy or staged or clowned? You know what I mean? It's like really hard, man. I don't even like the one I chose for me. It's horrible. But you can't. How do you pick a picture of yourself, right? It's better to throw 10 pictures at somebody else and let them pick one.
No, there's some truth to that. There's
definitely, because we see ourselves in a different light than other people see us. You know,
we do.
Yeah, so that's Dexter.
Yes, that is Dexter.
Oh, he's from the Philippines. All right, cool.
Yeah, he actually did Warlion too. He did Warlion.
All right, now I'm gonna have to go look at that again. Because if that's the case, then I have seen his work before. You know? Oh wait, I know. Okay, this dude's done a lot of stuff I know about. All right. Oh, he did Tales of the Starlight Drive-In too? Sweet.
Yeah. Seems like you do know him.
Those books that a lot of people don't know nothing about. That's like true underground indie stuff. You got to go look for that, guys. But it's good. It really is good. Tales of the Starlight Drive-In. Don't pass it up if you see it.
Steve.
Definitely. Covers from Spawn. He's done a lot of stuff for IDW, Scout, Oni Press. Oh, I probably have some of his Oni Press stuff because I have quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
And DC, he's colorful.
Hey.
Is that one of those we couldn't find a biopic for him?
No, that's what I was given to show. So
okay. See, he don't want to pick one for himself either.
We're all in the same boat, huh?
Yeah. Boom, Dark Horse, DC, Dynamite, Heavy Metal, Humanoids, IDW, Image Line, Forge, Oni. Yeah, this guy's done it all and done it everywhere. And he lives right down in Indiana, just south of where I'm at. So that's cool. You're in Ohio. So have you thought about what you're going to do when you start hitting cons?
Yeah, the thought has crossed my mind. I wanna hit some of the bigger cons when we have more issues done and we have maybe the first arc done, so I could I could sell the single floppies, and then I can also sell like the volume trade paperback. Right. I mean, that would be the goal because issue 1, this is just a fraction of the entire puzzle that it's really a full experience. But I think probably around next year I'm going to start hitting some of the cons. And
there's a lot of good locals. Okay, Steel City is good in Pennsylvania. I know you're in Ohio, so I'm trying to keep it over there.
yeah,
But we got a couple good ones here in Michigan. We got one in northern Indiana that's not huge. That's perfect for newer creators. A really fun artist alley. That's at Hall of Heroes in Elkhart, Indiana.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
you know what's really missing?
What is that?
In Fort Wayne.
Ah,
We need a good Comic-Con in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I don't ever remember hearing about any, and it's a pretty solid, a decent sized population
yeah,
in that city. It's
yeah,
like
definitely.
maybe that's where the Madness needs to do their first con.
Yeah, cons are a great way. I mean, I'm sure, you know this, but they're just a great way to engage with, real readers and engage with your fan base. And,
And not
that's
only
the
that,
goal.
to expand your fan base.
That's, yeah,
Mainly, I try to tell people like networking is king in
Yeah.
all of this. The
100%.
more people in comics you get to know, become friends with, the more people are telling people about you.
Yeah.
Okay. If they don't know you, how can they tell their fans about you?
100%.
Get out here. You have to interact with each other. You have to connect with each other, and talk about each other, promote each other, share each other's stuff. That's really where the growth comes from. It doesn't come from staying in your own bubble.
None of this does,
No, it doesn't. You got it, just like you're doing right now. You're coming out here. You're trying to let people know who you are. This is what our whole network is about.
Yeah.
It's making sure people get seen, trying to get you guys to bounce off each other, bounce your fan bases off each other. That's how you grow,
Yeah.
And we encourage it. I have a Facebook group called the Madness Comic Network.
Okay.
The whole group, 3,000 people, the whole thing is pretty much just people sharing the shows that are available for people like you to go on, sharing their campaigns, sharing their stuff. There's very little when it comes to, there's no drama. There's nobody's fighting.
Yeah.
It's just people promoting what they do. That's what the group is about. You're more than welcome to join it. And I encourage people, when they have an active campaign, drop that link once a day, because the scroll goes by and nobody's looking back 3, 4, 5 days to see what you posted.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Every day, dude, drop that link in the group.
100%. I just wrote it. I just was gonna say I just wrote it down. Madness Comic Network Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. And, that's what we do, and that's everybody should do that. Networking is definitely the way to grow your fan base. It's the way to get seen. It's the way to get known. And if you're not doing it, you're just not going to get out there. So not only that, but I think you are the first person that ever booked it. Maybe, no, I think the second person to ever book a show through email with us.
Really?
Really, because I don't even hardly look at email, bro. It's like I tell everybody, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on X. Those tabs are open all day, right? So if I get a message on X, I get the message because the tab is open all day on my computer. Same with Facebook. It's easiest for communication purposes, and it's also where I do most of the promotion and spreading the word. So that's where I tell people to reach out to me. But you see, like, I will post this thing that says, contact us for booking at themeg.tv. You and I think Timescales are the only people that have ever booked a show through our email address.
Yeah.
But that's what we do, man. We want to get people seen. This thing looks good. I want people to go check it out. So this is what
I do too.
We're like that. I'm gonna encourage you to drop that link at least once a day in the Madness. I'll be sharing it out to X and Facebook and other places.
Thank you.
Page.
Yeah.
But now you have 24 days.
I do. Yes.
You're gonna hit this dead spot where nothing happens. That's when you go on shows, nobody knows you, and you get seen, and you just you start with the madness. There's 4 or 5 other shows here on the network that have different audiences that you can come on and promote your stuff. Okay.
And what are those networks called?
Oh no, there's shows on this network.
Oh, on this show. Okay.
Yeah, on this network.
I misheard you.
We have 31 weekly shows.
Oh, wow.
So not obviously not all of them are for promoting, but we have quite a few that are all about promoting what people are doing. So I will make sure we get you in touch with a couple of our other hosts and get you on a couple of the other shows.
Okay.
Flip City Magazine is one. They do a show called Creative Chaos on Thursday night. Our boy Kaz right there, and that's the producer of that show right there. So, we're always looking, though. We're always looking. We're also trying to bring shows to the network for people like you to get on, right? So
right.
My thing is still about getting outside my own bubble, too. We started with a few shows. Now we have 31 weekly shows. We're inviting people in. We want to keep doing this. There's a show or Silverline. They do 3 shows during the week, and all of them are amiable to promoting people. If they're not doing a campaign of their own at the time, which obviously if they're doing one themselves, they're going to be talking about themselves. That's, but it's all about that. Okay. There are 3,000 people in the Facebook group, and at least half of them are creators of some type, writers, artists, comic book creators. There are tons of people there you can bounce off for advice. There's people you can bounce off for help with collaboration, for marketing collaborations. There's just everything you can think of in the madness. You just got to go there and say, hey, anybody want to do this with me? Somebody going to jump and go, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get over there, get seen, get known. And if you see the other shows, like other shows in the network that are on, right? And you see another show and they're promoting somebody's campaign, get in the chat, say, hey, get people to know who you are. Get your name seen in the YouTube chat so that people are going, okay. And then you start dropping your link, because I let people drop their links in our YouTube chat. That's also part of promotion and networking. So when fans are watching or other creators are watching, they can drop their links over there. When we're on other shows, you can drop your links over there too. I see you in the chat. I give you a wrench. Anytime you see us live, you drop your links. This is all marketing, man. And it's the only, I can't give you anything but time and a platform, right?
Yeah.
I can't invest $1 million in your campaign or whatever. I can give you time and all the promotion and support that I give everybody, right? I can give, that's what I have. That's what I have to offer. So when I throw myself out there, I'm really throwing the whole network out there, because we all believe in that same thing of expanding the bubble, getting out of the title pool. Everybody's in their own little title pool, swimming around, talking to their stuff, about their stuff to their fans. You got to roll out to the ocean with that tide, bro. You got to get out there and tell the whole world what you're doing, not just your fan base. That's the hardest part that all you guys go through. The hardest part of this is marketing.
It is.
And that's why I do what I do, and that's why I've been doing it for 5 years. So,
well, I mean, it's guys like you that give us the platform to be able to continue to do this stuff. So thank you.
Now, we also have a couple of other fun questions.
All right, let's move on into them.
Other fun shows I was going to say that you might want to participate in. How deep can you get in Zorik's head?
How deep can I get into Zorik's head?
Yeah.
You want me to analyze his psyche right now?
No. What I'm saying is, if I was to ask you, can I interview Zorik? could you be Zorik?
Yeah.
Cool. See, I have a show called Fourth Wall Interviews where I interview the character of the story, not the creator of the story. So we get Zorik's point of view. You get me?
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. That's why I was confused. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
I'm crazy. We have a show that we created because of we played an RPG game live, right? And we created a couple characters. Lori and I created characters, and we played this game. And those characters host a show now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hilarious because her character is a ultimate Karen. So she gets you on your show to tell you how bad she hates your stuff and how she doesn't care about writers and she doesn't care about artists. And then you got my character over here trying to be nice, tell her, shut up, let these guys promote their stuff. You know what I mean? It's like total interaction, but it's our characters. It's not us. We have fun in this network. We try to have people make sure people have fun, get seen, and enjoy it. There's another guy right there.
Comic Crusaders Al. I was just on his show, man.
Yeah, see, there's another guy, another set of shows, right? That's another whole network of shows that you can be on. This is what I'm talking about, man. Al and I, side by side, man, you know, his network, my network, we promote each other. It's all about growth. It's all about networking, man. If your fan base ain't growing, how you going to make money?
Valid question, man. Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, there has to always be growth. Because there's, you know, people going to die. They're not going to buy your next one. They die. You're going to need a new guy to step into that spot, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. It's like you're going to lose customers. You're going to need growth to rebuild the ones you lose. You're going to always have to have a growth plan. You know, always. Right. You want your readership to grow. You want your fan base to grow. You want your wallet to grow a little bit here and there, right? You want to be able to pay for these books. You want to be able, you don't want to go out of pocket to get them in people's hands.
Right.
That
100%.
Means growth. That means more fans, bigger fan base. That's the only way to get there is to let people know who you are. Who should play Stan Lee in a biopic? I think CGI Stan should play Stan. I don't think anybody should play Stan ever. What is up? Apex Comics. That's another guy. Does a show. You can go on his show. Talk about your book. Hex, Rex, and Apex is a show on YouTube. They alternate it between their channels, but get a hold of me if you want to talk to Apex. I can hook you up with him. That's cool. Just, you know, Apex said I'll be Stanley.
I'll be Stan. Well, I'll go ahead and add you on Facebook, Pops, after this.
Yes, do that for sure. Now, I want to look at the actual tiers here.
Yeah, right. Let's look at him. Let's do it.
So you can drop some money on him just for fun because he's a youngster and looks like he's pretty cool and needs help, right? Oh crap! I got Lori in my inbox. Live right now, sweetheart. You know, that's one of our girls. She runs the Tuesday morning brew on the network. She's trying to get into the StreamYard, and I'm like, hold on a second here. Let me figure this out. She wants to get in the workstation.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So I have to add her, give her admin. She's got Lori. You have admin. Dorko. You have admin, Dork. Leave me alone. All right. Yes, there you go. You can DM Apex at Comic Apex on X, or if you can't, I can hook you up on Facebook as well.
Yeah, plus Facebook is my platform. So yeah.
Brett Cantrell, I think Brett Cantrell is his name on Facebook. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I just doxed you, brother. But you know, promotion. That's
promotion.
That's what I say. All right, so digital copy, $10. How many pages?
32 pages. Issue 1, 32 pages. So it's a nice start. It's just the right amount, I feel.
$15 for your physical copy. There you go. That's the one there. And then there's a signed copy for an extra $5. Do you really think your autograph is worth $5, bro?
Maybe currently. Could be more down the road. Yeah.
I'm just being a dick. Don't worry about it.
It's all right.
No, there are people out there that really think that their autograph is worth a lot of money that nobody's ever heard of. You know? And it's like, oh, wait till people know who you are. Wait till they know who you are. Then they will demand it. You see, always wait till the fans demand something from you. Not always, but a lot of the times you want to make that mouth water. Make them wait a minute. You know what I mean? Don't just give them like Snoop on that commercial. Don't just give them the whole damn show right at the beginning, right? Yeah. Save something. On Kickstarter you can add tiers.
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
Okay, so you can come up halfway through the campaign with always save something good, something big to throw out there during that dead spot.
Oh, interesting.
You see what I'm saying? To bring the people into the middle, like, oh, we got a 2-week special. You've been waiting for 2 weeks and you ain't bought this yet. Well, now we got a reason to. And you throw something else out there at them. You know what I mean?
It could be anything. It could be action figures, plushies, T-shirts.
It could be anything. And you save it for the dead spot in your campaign. And then you throw something new at your fans. You know what I mean? You save something for that last hour. Whatever. Final backer's going to get this sketch.
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to be the final backer, right? Ding, 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 ding. Marketing. It's all just thinking of ways to get people to go in their wallet for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, 100% right. Yeah.
And campaigns are notorious for great beginnings and great endings and driving you guys crazy in the middle. And I'm serious. I mean, like, people that do really well still, like, in the middle of the campaign, they're like, God, nothing's happening. Can I get a backer today? It's like, so always try and have something planned before you even launch the campaign. How am I going to suck these people in when the lull starts? How am I going to bring them back? How am I going to get them looking? Am I going to be on shows? What am I going to do? But how am I going to get them to come look at this after that first initial rush goes away? Right. So this is where the work comes in.
Yeah. It's a beast. Marketing is a beast.
Yes.
It is a beast. Yes. And you learn it over time. But yeah. Especially for newer creators.
Dude, it is the biggest thing, the biggest challenge that you're going to encounter next to actually getting the project done.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Because fulfillment, hey man, you can call RJ, you can get other people to do fulfillment for you, and you can go right back to work. You don't even have to mess with that part. I know a guy that does fulfillment, and he gets paid out of the shipping charge. It does not come out of your Kickstarter.
Oh, what's his name and information?
Yeah, I'll hook you up. He's RJ Carter on Facebook. He runs a company called Critical Blast Fulfillment and Logistics and Publishing. Hell, he'll put you in Walmart, bro.
It's Critical Blast.
Critical Blast Publishing. Yes, he's RJ Carter on Facebook, and he's one of our sponsors. He's one of our, one of our people that actually you're on his X channel right now live.
Wow.
On the Critical Blast X channel right now live. So
RJ, I'll be contacting you shortly here in the next few days.
and that's what I've been doing to him for a long time. I've been sending people his way and taking the load off you, because look, would you rather have to package all these books up, do all the mess with shipping and the post office and all the Geminis and left and right and all this shit you gotta have, or would you rather just go, hey RJ, handle fulfillment for me so I can go back to work? I got some writing to do because you're a writer. You're not
Yeah.
a shipping and receiving guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a writer though, like especially in the beginning phases, like you have to wear multiple hats
Yes.
as a writer. You're the printer, you're the ship, you're the deliverer, you're the script
Everybody.
writer, you're the project production manager, you're all these things. And it's a hell of a lot, man.
That's what, like with RJ, I've known him for 6 years now.
Mm.
He started doing what he does the same time I started doing what I do. And I told him I was going to work my ass off until his job, until his work, until he has a warehouse that he's working out of. Not just like doing it out of his house, where he has so much volume that he has to rent a warehouse. Well, guess what? We got RJ to the point where he has a freaking warehouse now.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
you know, he handles a ton of campaigns. Damn, I don't know. I don't have his ad loaded in this. I don't have his ad loaded in here, or I would show you how many campaigns he covers. But I guess I'll have to show it to you later. But yeah, man, he's probably handling 50 campaigns, and some of them were kind of big. You know, he did Wesley Snipes. What was the name of that book? Oh, I can't remember. But he's done just tons, you know, handled tons of people's campaigns. I've never heard anybody complain. I've never heard anybody say that they got a bad package from RJ or anything, right?
Yeah.
He just does really, really good work when it comes to fulfillment. So, possibly something you can look into. It doesn't cost you anything. And, you know,
yeah, if you could, I'm going to add you on Facebook, and if you could send me his information, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah.
And that right there, Mr. Levi Skeen, that's my co-host on Monday Madness and the Open Draw streams. Levi is also an artist and a creator, and look, he likes it.
Nice, good. That's a good sign, right? Thank you, Levi. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's one of the things that you notice when you hang out with this is a lot of the people looking at your stuff is other creators.
Yeah.
So you're going to get input from people who have comic knowledge, not just, oh, that looks really cool from Joe Blow who's over there smoking weed by the dumpster, Dante. What's up, Josh Perry? Josh joining in there. What's up? So yeah, we got the $15, the $20 signed copy, the digital plus the signed physical copy for $35. Wait a minute. What the hell happened here? I can get a physical copy for $15. I can get a physical copy signed for $20. The digital is only $10, so where's that extra $5 going?
The math is not mathing. I don't know, man.
I'm like, what the hell? Why am I paying an extra $5? I can get them all separately for $5 less. Why would it be $5 more to get them in one tier?
Well, that's luckily there's only one backer for that one. So
yeah. What you can do is you can like turn that tier off, rebuild it at $30, and then just like refund $5 to do it or something. Throw in some extra stuff in that dude's.
His order.
This is another thing that we do. We have people that will look your campaign over. You know, we'll look over your campaign page and look, you know, proofread it. They'll look for those kind of mistakes and before you even launch, right?
Right.
You become part of the madness, and you have a wealth of knowledge and people to ask advice of and people to get help from. That's what it's all about. Really.
Right.
So, you know, you'll love being part of this group, man. I promise you. The variant cover, the Frank Uzan, $50, and that is really a nice cover. The issue 1 comic and a poster cover. What is that? What's the poster cover?
So it's basically just a poster with the cover on it. It's just a.
Okay. How big? How big?
I think I want to say like
That's the kind of stuff you got to put in there. You're asking people to give you $75. Make sure they know what they're getting. How big is this poster? Do they get a book with it? All the, you know what I mean? It's like filling out these campaign pages. You have to do it from a fan's point of view.
Right.
Okay. What would the fan want to see here? What information do they need? They need it all. Okay. How many pages? You know, they need all the information. And then when you make these little blurbs on the side, definitely, because that's where they're dropping their money. So you definitely want them to understand completely everything that they're getting in that tier, right?
Completely.
That's where they're dropping their money at when they click that button. So go ahead and take the time to make sure that those descriptions are solid. You know, I don't mean this to be a big critique, but when I meet first timers, man, the last thing I want is to see the same kind of mistakes the second time. So I say something. You know what I mean?
It's appreciative. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking shots by any means. I'm just like, man, they're little things, but from a fan's point of view, who's got his wallet or his credit card in his hand, you know,
completely, yeah.
If they're not sure what they're getting, they might go back a lesser tier because they're not sure what they're getting. You see what I'm saying? So always be as clear and specific about what each tier holds, what they're going to get, you know. But man, this looks really good. I'm going to be following this one. And we also do a little thing called countdown parties. And we do launch parties where we'll come out with you the day you're launching a campaign. We'll come out with you for an hour before you launch. We'll show everybody the whole campaign layout. They'll all be ready to push the button as soon as you do, right? And then we do the same thing for the last hour of your campaign. We come out here for the last hour and we go, hey, everybody, it's almost over. If you ain't got on, you better get on, right? And we try to bring in them final backers. Those are specialized shows that we do, but you're more than welcome to set up a countdown for this campaign. If you want, you just let me know exactly when it ends so we can set up a show an hour before, and we run the last hour of the campaign live. We hopefully watch numbers go up more. We yell at people to come look at it, and you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you are more than welcome to throw that at me if you'd like to do a countdown.
Thank you. I would like to do that. Yeah.
Now I'm going to drop another link over here, and this one is for you. This is our, well, I mean, it's for everybody, but this is our website, the Meg TV. The Meg.tv has our whole schedule. Okay, you can see every show that we do, what time, what day, everything. And you can look at them and you go, hey, that one looks cool. I'm going to talk to that person. And then if you can't find them, get a hold of me. I'll put you in touch with them. There's a bunch of shows there, you know. Also for your artist and colorist, they're always welcome to come hang out with us on the draw streams. You know, it's just a bunch of people like Levi and Apex, and they come out and they're drawing live, and we're just BSing, and you know, it's art, right?
It is art. It is art.
It's just a fun open draw stream, and we do it 3 times a week. So, you know, your people are more than welcome to come hang out with us, man.
I'll let them know. I'll let them know. Yeah, I know you know Steve, so I'm sure Steve would be more than willing to come out with us here. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Now, one thing that I definitely like to do, I see you got commissioned art there. So that means, you know, original art pieces, guys, for all you collectors of original art. This is a first copy, first edition of this book. So on the hope that it turns out to be the next Turtles, that's why you buy that first issue commissioned art. Yeah, it's always good to put some actual physical art on the campaign. It helps obviously for you to get to goal.
Yeah, completely.
A chunk of money helps people to get to goal, but you always want to offer those things for the fans. You got people that just love the art, and they want the art. And if you put a couple of art pieces up on the campaign, they gonna grab it. Usually those tiers disappear on campaigns. The original art goes away. So, it's good to have that. It's always good to have you considered, since you are the writer, have you considered drawn in tiers?
Can you repeat that?
Drawn in tiers. Like you make a tier over there on the side that says, we will draw you into the book, kill you off in the book, whatever, just like a panel, 2 panels. People pay $150, $200 to get drawn into a freaking book.
Yeah, I did think about that, but then I just feel as if like that's definitely a cool reward, and of course like that is a way to entice backers. But I feel like it would definitely I just feel like that would feel out of place in the realm of the story, and it would throw off the beat of the story, and I wouldn't want
well, I've never seen anybody like write around it, like write something that goes with the drawn in. They just like drew that guy. That guy was gonna die anyway. They put this guy's face on it.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? They're just drawing the likeness in the place anywhere. They're not naming it. They're not like, oh, there's Pops. He's about to get killed. No, it's not like. It's just people like to be drawn into books. They will pay money to have their likeness in there somewhere, background, whatever. It doesn't have to be character driven. They just want to be part of the show. You know what I mean?
Well, that's definitely something for the future campaigns to add up in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what Josh is saying. What comic projects he's talking? Look, you guys having a separate conversation over there in the chat. You got Facebook. You can be doing that in the inbox. Yeah, Josh is writing a book. Apex obviously already has books. Fembat. What is it? Fembat. Oh man, too many things going on around here. That's for sure. We definitely get it going. There, is that it? Yeah, Fembat, Volume 1, right there. That's the one. All right. We got an hour behind us. Now, there's one thing that I always make sure that I do before I sign off on the show. And that's, I ask you one final question. And that question is, if there was anything we didn't cover or anything that you definitely want the fans to know about that we did not talk about, what is yours?
Not really. I mean, you covered most of it. I think that, this is a very well drawn, very well paced issue, and I'm very excited for, people to read it. I think, I talked about this on Comic Crusaders, but I think the way that Dexter draws these specific scenes of the crew going through the black hole and the way they're all distorted and it's just, I've never really seen that done in mainstream comics before, and really any other comics. And I think that, it's definitely such a neat experience that I think everyone needs to be a part of. And, but yeah, so.
Dude, it looks good. I'm excited that it's already funded because look, you got a backer. We picked up a backer.
Oh my gosh. Someone did $500. Oh.
Somebody bought that art?
I think so. You want to check it?
That art, you see, that's how it works, dude. All you got to do is put it out there where people can see it. Well, it says I must have to refresh it. I don't know what they got. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, the commissioned art and signed comic. Now, there's also there's an issue where there's people out there that will back you at a high level and then pull their backing at the last minute. And those people suck. But there are people out there that do stuff like that. So when it comes to like a high level peer or something, as soon as the campaign's over, you reach out to them. You make sure that you get their address so you can ship them their piece. You make sure they're legitimate. You know what I mean? It's like that happens a lot where people will pull their backing right at the last minute. And now it's too late for you to still sell it. You see what I mean? And you just lost that $500. And it's sad, but there's people out there that do that. Man, I wish there was something we could do about it, but there really isn't. So, always be prepared at the tail end of the campaign to lose a few backers. Have a couple people didn't have money on their card. They might have to fix it a week later. You know what I mean? Don't be discouraged by that because it happens to everybody. Hey, just consider that part of what we're dealing with and roll on, man, because you don't want to let any part of this discourage you. You want to just roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Something doesn't work. Okay, we know that doesn't work. We don't do that next time. What are we going to do? What are we going to do going forward? Don't worry about that shit that didn't work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The stuff that didn't work behind you, keep thinking about what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? And as long as that's always your thought process, you will succeed.
Wow.
Don't get caught up in what doesn't work. Don't get caught up in other people's crap. You keep going forward. That's all.
Yeah.
That's really the best advice I can give you. Don't let anybody or anything obstruct your flow.
Right. Yeah, because it's very easy to do that, especially in this business.
Yeah, and social media, it's really easy to get caught up in social media crap. Use social media for what it is. It's a tool to promote your product. Use it for what it is. Don't get involved in any of the other dumb shit out there, the drama farming and you know what I mean? Just do what you do and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
From the looks of this, you got a good team. This looks really good. How is it complete or how close is it to complete?
So the 32 pages are inked and done. So it's all inked in black and white. However, it still does need to be colored and lettered. And we're hoping to be able to do that with the funds from the Kickstarter. And that timeline is looked out. As soon as it finishes, we're on the coloring and lettering. Cool. And we're looking at the shipping in early May. So,
all right. Now you have one question from Apex. He wants to know, what are your favorite comics?
My favorite comics? I've read a lot of comics in the past. I'd say I've read Bone, Jeff Smith. I've read Watchmen. I've read a lot of Marvel, DC, but I'd say I love The Walking Dead. I mean, that's my favorite. It's so when I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. I'd finish the compendiums in a week.
Big old thick ones like I got read it.
Yeah, yeah. The big ones. I'd read it and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I couldn't put this down. And so Walking Dead, oh my gosh, is right, really cool. a piece of art. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to direct you to a zombie story then. But it's not any zombie story you've ever seen before.
Okay, let me write it down.
It's called The Path of the Pale Rider. It's in late pledges right now. Issue 6 just completed the campaign. But this is one of the most unique zombie stories you'll ever see. Ever. It's pretty good.
I'm assuming it's indie, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Pretty much. Look, the big two left me behind a long time ago, bro. I love indies. I love the fact that people can come out here. It's not a house style art. It's not somebody being told what to do. I want to know what's in you. I want to know the story that's in your heart, not the story they want to tell you to write.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I want you guys' stories. I don't want some art or editor saying, "Oh, that's no good. You got to take all that out." And no, this is your story, right?
Yeah.
The big two, they have to stick to the corporate agendas and they have to play the dumbass games. And no, they're selling movies. They're not selling comics anymore.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
what about the independent ones? What about like, Ani, Image,
I love it.
Scout?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Independence. What about now? Some of those we will admit some of those have gone to the point where they've become micromanagers of the titles, and as soon as that happens, that's when it goes to crap.
Yeah.
You know, it's like as soon as they start trying to direct, no, because then it's not indie anymore. Now it's corporate. You see what I'm saying? As long as it's all you, it's indie. As soon as somebody's telling you, it's corporate. So
I see.
You know, that's how I look at it. Indies are, you guys are independent of anybody telling you what you can or cannot do. That's what independent films are. That's what independent comics are. As soon as you're working for somebody else, it's not your story anymore.
Yeah.
So that's where I draw the corporate line. When you're being told what to write, you're not indie anymore.
Yeah.
You know. Anything else that you want to talk about, man? Because I'm enjoying talking with you. I love when youngsters come into this. Okay, there's quite a few of them out there that we've promoted. I love when youngsters come into this because we need that young blood. Okay, we're not going to be here 30 years from now, right? We're not going to be here. It's going to be on you. It's going to be on you and your generation to keep indie comics clean. And I don't mean clean, dirty in the sexual way or whatever. I mean, keep it indie. Keep it independent from any other outside source of influence. And we need new young blood coming in with that same mind thought, that same, take on how this is supposed to be. We don't want everybody just selling out to the big two or selling out to the movie company or Netflix or whoever. Don't just sell out. Don't let them ruin what you guys build.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's a way to do that while also retaining your IP. Yeah. And that's the whole fight, isn't it? To retain your rights and keep everything that you created. And that's what I aspire to do.
Control. I wouldn't mind selling my thing to Netflix as long as I have creative control of what they're showing the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can work with you, but it's still going to be it's still going to be our story, not yours.
Yeah, okay. Completely. I hope to keep my rights. I hope that I don't get effed over in some way,
Well, I mean,
that'd just be unfortunate. Yeah.
One thing that I can say is that, like, even with our own growth, we're trying to build this channel up to where we go to Roku and we have independent film and all, everything, right? We're trying to build a pop culture network. Okay. It's always going to be just like that. It's going to be independent. It's going to be your movie, not our movie. You see what I'm saying? It's always going to be independent when it comes to the madness. I want to see what you guys have in your heart. I already know that the corporates are not going to serve me. They're serving the dollar. You know what I mean? They're not going to ever take care of me or you. Okay?
Yeah.
Independents have to take care of each other. You got to network together, collaborate together, make yourselves as independents so big that the big two can't step on you, because that's all they try to do, really. I mean, if you get in a rights war with them over something or a copyright war with them over something, they're just going to drag you through court till you run out of money.
Yeah.
You're not going to win. You're not going to beat them. They're going to drag you through court till you can't pay a lawyer anymore, and then your case is dismissed. You just lose. I have friends that actually went against Kirkland over title to their book, which is called The Talking Dead.
Wow.
And
They
he
went against Kirkman.
He went after them, and basically, like, we're going to drag you through court till you can't do nothing if you don't change that. So now it's still talking with the dead or something like that. They had to change the title, right? And it wasn't that they would have lost in court. It's that they couldn't have afforded to get dragged through court to win. They couldn't afford it. They didn't have the money to fight Kirkman. You see what I'm saying? He had all the money. So things like that happen, man, where you get screwed out of stuff, that doesn't have. And the book had nothing to do with Walking Dead. Okay, nothing. No character, no nothing. It was like the weed causes the zombies, and totally different story completely, right? But dude still went after him just because it was the Talking Dead, not the Walking Dead. The Talking Dead. Dude, that's too much like my title. No, dude, it really wasn't. It had nothing to do with it,
I have a question. Does that just go for, like, would he do that if you do let's say like you do a spoof on like a color or on a cover that he did, like let's say for instance like somebody wants to do yeah, like no, basically like like the Invincible issue #1, like let's say like you put your cover or you put your character in the same stance as in like basically make a mock cover of it, Invincible issue 1, like would you get taken to court for doing that?
Well, look how many Amazing Spider-Man 300 homages there are.
Yeah,
everybody's characters in that pose on a cover of something. Everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a pose or like that, because I mean, come on, every pose has been used in comics and nobody can own them. You know what I mean? Like the landing from the high up where they boom, fist hits the ground, they're on one knee, right? That pose is in a million comics. Nobody owns it. You see what I'm saying? Doing homage covers, if you're doing it in the spirit of an homage, then the actual original guy should be flattered. Okay, if you're doing it to shoot it down or take shots at it or whatever, that would be different. But if you're doing it as an homage, I don't know why anybody would not want that. As a matter of fact, Lady Death has an homage to Walking Dead #1. I got it on my wall right behind me. Okay, so you have Lady Death in that stance looking back, right?
Yeah,
looking back. That stance. You got Lady Death. It's an homage to The Walking Dead. A lot of people do that. That's somebody really had to be a dick to get mad if somebody's doing an homage of their cover. And if dude turned out to be that kind of a dick, nobody'd want to draw it again anyway. So
yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't the cover, it was the title.
Yeah.
3 words, 2 of them were the same, one of them had nothing to do with the other, and they could have won in court if they could afford to fight dude in court. That was what the bottom line was. It's better to cut your losses. If you know you can win but you can't afford to win, get out. It's like playing poker, man. It's like, if you know, man, you can have the best hand, but you can still get bet out of the hand. You know what I mean? It's like somebody has more money than you. What can you do? You can't match the pot. You only get a part of it now. You see?
Yeah.
It's all relative, but mainly the thing is having fun.
Yeah.
You
completely.
Have as much fun as you can. Have fun with the people that you work with. Have fun with your fans. Have fun on the shows that you go on. When you start doing cons, man, don't do this. Don't do this with your phone. Okay? When you're sitting at the con table and you're trying to sell stuff, you talk to these people that are walking by. You do not, you put that freaking phone over there, and unless you're actually sliding somebody's card and getting some money, don't pick that thing up all day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, when people are, have you been to cons and walked by somebody's table where they're paying absolutely no attention to
I
the
think I
fan?
have. I've been to like one con. I've been to, yeah, and I saw a table like on the side in the corners. Nothing. Yeah.
When they're not looking up, when they're not paying attention to the fans aren't paying attention to them. They're just going to walk by. If you're looking at your phone or you're not, engaged with what you're doing at that table, people going to walk by. So never with the phone. If you're reading anything, your own comic, so that the guy walking by, you can go, oh, dude, check this out. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and be cool with the people in the tables next to you. Like a lot of times you hear about somebody being that guy at the table next to me, man. Every time I was trying to talk to somebody, make a sale, the dude would jump in and start talking about his stuff. Don't ever be that guy. Don't ever be that guy. That's his sale. If he can make it, let him make it or not, and then engage with that guy walking by when he comes to your table, right?
Right.
Make friends with those people at those tables, because when you got to go pee, you want to know that them guys are watching out for your stuff, right? You never know. Some great collaborations have come out of people meeting at cons, being tabled next to each other. All kinds of good stuff happens. You just got to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as you
easy,
get don't get locked into your phone, man, ever, if you're sitting at a con table. And if you're at a con and you're just walking the floor as a fan, take pictures, take little short videos, send them to me. I'll post that shit. I do. I have a whole playlist of Comic-Con short interviews and stuff, a whole playlist of that on the network. So if you want to do stuff like that, roving reporter at the con while you're there, send me a couple of clips. We post them. The whole thing is getting you seen. It doesn't matter how, right?
Yeah.
You're interacting with fans at a Comic-Con. Oh, hell yeah. People like that. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole network. It's not just coming on a show. It's not just doing your campaign. It's everything, every aspect of it. The cons, how you present yourself to your fans and how you present yourself to other people's fans, because that's how you bring their fan base over.
Right.
You be real cool to that other guy and his fan base, and then you gain some of his fans too.
Yeah,
it's all networking, man. It really is. That's why I say that's key to this business. If you want to succeed, network every possible way you can. Pretty soon the big guys, way bigger than me, be knocking on your door. Hey man, come on my show, and you know what I mean. And so it starts right here. Your first book. I'm looking forward to this. I will set up like you say. Let me know exactly what time this thing ends.
We'll set up a party.
Set up a countdown party. We definitely will.
Heck yeah, man! Let's do it. Thanks, Pops. Well, yeah.
Hey, man. I like doing this, so it's not like it's, what I mean. To me, this didn't work. It is work, but it didn't work because I like it. You know what I mean? So anytime you've got something new, like I said, if you drop a new tier on here, like I was suggesting something, come out on one of these shows and tell people. Okay? Let people know you did that. It's great to do it, but if nobody knows, make a big deal about it. You see what I mean? Make a big deal about it. That's part of it.
Did you make your or did you send the link to your website in the chat?
I put my Facebook there. Which you want the Meg TV? The Meg TV. That's what it is. That's where the schedule is, and the store and all that stuff. Oh yeah.
I think Apex said, "What other comic stories have you written so far?" No, this is my first one. So
yes, this is it. That's what I say. That's why I'm kind of going over the hour and talking to you a little more. It's a first timer. It's a youngster. Apex. You know how we do this. We we have had some great youngsters that have just blown up and just keep putting out good stuff, man. I like grabbing a hold of the youngsters and you get them out here, get them seen, man, because like I said, I ain't gonna be here forever. You guys are gonna have to take over. Apex ain't gonna be here forever. Somebody's gonna have to take over for this generation of comic book creators, and we need more youngsters getting involved in this. I do not want this medium to just die.
No, it won't. I mean, not if anything we have to do about it.
That's what I'm talking about. Use that to your advantage. And it's great meeting you, dude. We're definitely going to talk to you again. We'll be promoting this for the next 24 days for sure. Dude,
thanks,
great
Pops.
Meeting, you have a great day.
Thanks, Pops. Good to meet you too, man.
Yeah, man. Make sure you get in the Facebook group so that we can, so I can keep track of what you're doing and share out stuff that you post, whatnot. That's what it's all about, guys. Join the madness.
All right. Well, I'm going to go get on those links and add you up. And we'll go from there.
All right, brother. You have a great day. Everybody, have a great day, man. We will get with you later. Right now, I'm going to show one final ad because this is our boy Chris, Slaughterville. This is where we created, this is an RPG game. Chris Brown has an RPG. He also does a tabletop game, the same universe, graphic novels, and novels, all in the same universe. And this is where we created those characters I was telling you about that actually host the show. They were created in this guy's universe. So we're going to play Chris's ad for y'all right now. Go check out Slaughterville, guys, at Laughing Rogue Games on Facebook. Yeah, there you go. Laughing Rogue Games on Facebook. Peace, everybody.
See you, Pops.
We don't feel that we're properly motivated. Do you know what would motivate us?
A cattle prod?
Well, yes, that of course, but...
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button